guess Verboyer needs a league invite.
All right, welcome in, race fans. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage for the NCRA modified drivers. All these guys from the Midwest. I know most of you know your people. 22 modifieds checked in for you tonight. From the Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. Good overhead shot. I'll let these guys wind their practice session down. Get you your national anthem. Let these guys get to racing. Plenty of racing action tonight right here with the modifieds. Presented by the Dirt Racing Network. Mel Hambleton Ford. 2M Motorsports, Wichita Tire and Alignment. The Dirt Racing Network providing some prizes along with the other sponsors this week. 4th and 5th place going to pick up some T-shirts and some prize packs. Mel Hambleton Ford putting up a $100 gift card for the winner. 2M Motorsports $50 gift card to second place. And Wichita Tire and Alignment $25 for our third place finisher. Some discussion was being done during the practice session about where they're going to go next week. They got it down to Volusia and Lernerville. Or Charlotte, I think, the three tracks that they were getting ready to go to. Right now, it is time for our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous endless flight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, big thank you to my good friend Johnny Foley for that rendition of our national anthem. The drivers have had a random draw to set up their heat races. And they will be getting ready to grid out onto the track here momentarily. Once they do, we'll run through your 2M Motorsports starting lineups. Get ready for 10-lap heat race action. Heat race number 1 is scheduled to have 9 cars on the track. 3 heat races on tap for you tonight. On the pole, the Outlaw Racing Wings, Lloyd Racing, number 18 out of Blanchard, Oklahoma, Chris Lloyd. Into his outside, the Ultimate Dirt TV 19 Designs, Tim Sims. Black Diamond Motorsports driver out of Sellersburg, Indiana, the 36 car of Nathan Davis. Row 2 on the inside, another Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim Sims, Sim Styles machine, the Black Diamond Motorsports driver out of Pittsboro, Indiana. The Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan behind the wheel, and to his outside, the Forrest and Wiggy I-55 Lawyers, UDSRA number 73 out of St. Louis, Missouri. It's Larry Moody. And in the third row on the inside, one of the familiar faces out of Hutchinson, Kansas. He drives a 34 car, Ricky Bonham, the Giant Laundry modified machine. And on his outside, in the 14 car, Mr. Tanner Lennox out of Valley Center, Kansas. In the fourth row on the inside, the Salina Speedway, number 151, Dustin Weigert out of Salina, Kansas. And to his outside, the 20 car. Out of Wichita, Kansas, going to be Brody Robe. And on the back row, all by himself, the Mel Hamilton Ford Racing, BG Products, Team 3J Racing out of Hutchinson, Kansas, the 03 of Jake Nightingale. In case you hadn't noticed, guys, Scott Stiles not here tonight. He had to be out of town, so he left things in my hands, and you'll notice I did not say capable. I was going to tell you guys that he got lost with the tow truck driver, and instead of coming to Eldora, they went to El Chico, but I didn't think Scott would find that nearly as amusing as I do. So I did not say that. And you guys, I will deny it if anybody tells him I said that. All right, guys, 10 laps, top 3 are going straight to our feature. We're going to have a consolation race tonight. We'll put 20 cars in our 50-lap feature coming up here just shortly. Lights are off on our pace truck. That means they're going to go green out of turn number 4. The 18 car, Chris Lloyd, has elected to be moved to the back of the field, so that is going to put Mason Hannigan on the front row with Nathan Davis. So they will leave themselves a healthy gap. They'll get ready to go here right in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Heat race number 1 about to get underway. On the throttle, green flag in the air. We're racing. Eldora Speedway, the NCRA Modified Series. Mason Hannigan right through the middle, but Ricky Bonham's got good drive off the bottom. He's going to pull alongside, drag race to turn 3. Bonham with the slide job through 3 and 4. Has the lead momentarily. Hannigan trying to cross it over. No go. Ricky Bonham, your new leader. Bonham, then Hannigan, now Dusty Weigert. 151 machine making a good run through the middle. The 36 car, Nathan Davis, up to the top side, trying to keep the momentum. He doesn't have it. Put Weigert in that third and final direct transfer spot. Big Hornet's nest behind that. Larry Moody, the 73, Brody Robe, the 20, Tyler Lennox in the 14, Robe and Lennox, contact. Everybody gets away clean. 3 down, 7 to go. More contact from Robe and Lennox. These two trading paint, bending sheet metal. Here comes Nightingale up past Lennox, past Lloyd. He moves into the 7th spot. Ricky Bonham out in front, 0.4 of a second. 34 machine showing the way. Mason Hannigan now has moved to the top side, following in the tire tracks of Bonham. He sits second. Davis got back around Weigert. Weigert got sideways a lap or two ago down in turns 1 and 2, and that opened the door for Davis, and Nathan Davis took the spot away. He is going to hang on to that, at least for the time being. They went to halfway the last time. 4 to go this time. Mason Hannigan, big slide job in turns 3 and 4. He's got the lead away from Bonham. Second lead change of the race. Now Bonham brings it back in 1 and 2. Slams the door on the exit of turn 2. Bonham goes back to the front. Bonham, Hannigan, Davis, more slider action through 3 and 4. And these guys going straight to Slide Job City. We're in heat race number 1. Good run down the back stretch for Bonham. Another slider. Hannigan bumps the outside wall, uses the right rear corner to get the car going. He's got the lead that time past the flag stand. Top 3 almost under a blanket. It's going to become a 3-way battle for who's going to win the heat race. Bonham went for the slider, didn't quite get it in deep enough, had to back it up. White flag in the air. Hannigan, Bonham, Davis, 1, 2, 3, and they've gotten away from everybody else. Weigert is 4th, Moody 5th, Robe, Lloyd, Nightingale, and Lennox. We are watching 3 and 4 for the final time in heat race number 1. Mason Hannigan brings it through the middle. He picks up the checkered flag. Ricky Bonham runs second. Nathan Davis in third. Dusty Weigert and Larry Moody rounding out the top 5. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. If you're on the YouTube, the Twitch, or any of the Facebook pages, I will definitely do my level best to say hello back. Likes, shares, and follows, guys. Appreciate you greatly. Heat racer number 2. Gridding out on our front stretch. On the pole, the 007, Jacob Fields. To his outside, Ultimate Dirt TV, Black Now Motorsports number 91 of Ernie Williams. A row 2 on the inside. 155 car, the Wichita Tire and Alignment Machine, or Chris Kratzer. To his outside, the McDinger Sports Bar, a number 46 out of Clarksville, Missouri, Dalton McKinney. Row 3 on the inside. The Bills Built Race Cars, McFadden Racing, number 02 out of Valley Center, Kansas. It's Clint McFadden. And on his outside, the Shake and Bake Racing out of Junction City, Kansas, the 10 car of Jacob Schmutz. Row 4 on the inside, the 999 of Corey Sibley. And on his outside, Griswold Roofing LPR Racing out of Derby, Kansas, Joshua Lannerman. 8 cars in this one, again, 10 laps. 007 car for sale. If you want a modified, guys, there's one for sale. It's got the numbers duct tape on the door. Talk about coming to the track unprepared. They're going to be going green out of turn number 4. Pace truck is in.
Green flag, green flag.
007 of Jacob Fields on the throttle, has the lead down into 1. Krautzer got a good jump with him, and he's going to take over second, at least for the time being. Williams off the top side. They were 4 wide down the backstretch. They're still 2 and 3 wide, trading paint. That's a McFadden and Lannerman, I think, trading paint right there. Those two guys get cleared out from each other. Now it's a big battle. Fields, then Williams, then McFadden. Kratzer behind that, Lannerman, Sibley, McKinney, and Schmutz. These guys coming off of turn number 2, headed down the backstretch into turn 3. You can see they are spread all over the track. Plenty of grip everywhere still in the Eldora Speedway. Working on lap number 4, Fields, Williams, then McFadden, your top 3. Kratzer trying to run McFadden down. McFadden went to the bottom. Kratzer went to the top. McFadden's going to have the spot by about 3 car lengths. McFadden trying to run Williams down. Williams went to the inside for the first time in 3 and 4. Looks like McFadden cut the outside fence, and that lets Kratzer pull alongside briefly. 4 laps to go this time. Next time by. 4 laps to go next time by. Fields starting to get away from these guys. 1.2 seconds in the heat race. Now McFadden's starting to work his way in on Williams. Goes for the slider in 1 and 2. Didn't quite get there. Going to have to set the car back. Make another run at him. Still got 3 laps to go this time. Kratzer now starting to put a little pressure on McFadden. He's there. Got the nose on the inside down in 3 and 4. Does it again in 1 and 2. 2 to go this time out of turn 4. Jacob Fields. The gap closing from 1.2 to 3/4 of a second. Now less as he licked the wall. Now he's completely out of shape. Williams moves to the inside. New leader. 91 car Ernie Williams, who promptly puts it in the turn 2 fence. That puts the top 4 back under a blanket. Williams, Fields, McFadden, Kratzer, white flag this time. 4 cars still racing for the lead. Now Williams squirts away. McFadden finds the wall at the top side of 1 and 2. Clint McFadden up to second. Fields and Kratzer together in 3 and 4. Kratzer's got the outside. Is that the momentum line for him? Williams wins it. McFadden, then Kratzer. Top 3 going into our feature directly. We'll see Fields, Landerman, McKinney, Schmutz, and Sibley in the consolation race. 2 down, 1 to go in our heat races. On the pole, the Ultimate Dirt TV, Black Diamond Motorsports, number 54 out of Ellington, Florida. John Batista behind the wheel. And on the outside, another Black Diamond Motorsports driver, the 24 car of Trevor Royer. I will not be starting in this race. I had to come in as a driver. So scratch the 000 car. The 003 of Jeff Peterson on the outside of that row. He will start in row number 2, the 4th starting position. Right behind him in the next row on the inside, Peyton Phillips, the Bills built Phil's Coins out of Chinook, Kansas, the 981 car. And on his outside, the SB Chassis, Bowers Racing out of Topeka, Kansas, 77 car of Stephen Bowers Jr. And on the back row on the inside, the Lorick Powder Coating, the number 37 out of Valley Center, Kansas, Dakota Dale behind the wheel. And on his outside from Wichita, Kansas, Kirby Robe in the 1. So 7 cars in this one. Top 3 still going straight to the feature. Everybody else going to have to play in that B main. Fill out the field. We'll have 9 cars locked in. We'll get 11 more when we run the B main. I try to be formal, sir, you know, and sometimes I get so quick, I just mix it up, and I don't even know what I'm going to say sometimes. Luckily, I try to keep it very professional when I'm on the mic, so hope you're enjoying the show, guys. Like, shares, and follows. Please don't be afraid to share this with your friends. Share it to pages that you're a member of. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said before, sorry that Scott couldn't be here this week. He had the engagement out of town, and like I said, I was going to make up a big story because he likes to tease the tow truck guy, and I was going to put him in the tow truck with that guy, and yeah, we'll wait and see what Scott says when he gets back to town about all that. So, all right, we're going green right here out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Batista, Royer moved down just a little bit right there, and that almost put the 54 and the 24 together. Here comes a move. Right out the box, Peyton Phillips, a 981 car. Flies around Royer into second. He's going to keep it locked down on the bottom. He's going to give chase to the 54 car of John Batista. Dakota Dale. 37 machine right there. He's trying to peek on the inside of the 24 of Trevor Royer. Royer start on the outside of the front row. He's falling back, all ready to fourth. Looks like he's going to lose another spot to Stephen Bowers. Bowers going to get around him on the inside. If Bowers can keep the spot and get the momentum down the backstretch, we'll move him into the fourth position. Not quite yet. It's about to be 3 wide down in 3. Royer finds the fence on the outside. Bowers and Robe down on the bottom. Literally door to door, almost land on one another. There goes Bowers to the outside. He's got the 77 machine in the fence just a little bit. Gets it out. He's going to be able to keep going forward. No caution. John Batista out in front. Peyton Phillips runs second. Dakota Dale runs third. Dale's got plenty of company. He's got Royer on the top side. He's got Robe on the bottom. 3 wide down the backstretch. Big drive down in the corner. Robe really powered it into 3, and he put his rear end in front of the nose of the 37. He takes over the third spot. Royer was fourth. Oh, little contact that time, and there's your caution. Stephen Bowers deep into 1 and 2, and he turns around the Uno machine there of Kirby Robe. Yeah, a little hot from the 37 car. Have a little bent sheet metal to fix when the 1 car gets back to his pit stall here after this heat race. Well, we were halfway when the caution came out. First caution of the evening. Batista Phillips. No, that's not right. It's Batista Phillips, Royer, Dale, Bowers, Peterson, and Robe in that order. Danny, you don't have Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube on your television? If you do, you should be able to get it. The Dirt Racing Network on any of those formats, and you should be able to run it right through your TV. No, Mr. Furman, not the wrestler. His name is John Batista. They call him JB. Pretty good little sim racer. In here giving these guys some company tonight. He is a regular in the Dirt Slingers Racing League sprint car series, and he is pretty handy with a wing sprint car. So, had a few guys that went back to work on their cars because they're going racing in different places, so the field's going to be a little small. They invited a few guys to come in and race with them, and right now they're going back to green halfway through heat race number 3. The green flag is back in the air. Batista around the top side. Phillips around to the bottom. Here comes Trevor Royer, the 24 car. Out of turn 4 still. Batista, Phillips, and Royer, 4 laps. Make it 3 laps to go that time. Dakota Dale, 37 machine, was right in a battle with Royer before the caution. He is trying to get right back in the battle, actually trying to make it a 3-car battle for second with Phillips, Royer, and Dakota Dale right there. All right, now nobody closing gaps. Best battle on the track right here was for second. White flag coming out this time. John Batista will see it first. Peyton Phillips on the bottom going to see it next. Trevor Royer on the top side running in third. Final time down the backstretch. Battle for second on the screen. Batista's going to win this one easily. We're watching Royer and Phillips out of turn 4. And I think Phillips got to the line first. Put Peyton Phillips second. Trevor Royer third. Dakota Dale, Kirby Robe, Steve Bowers, and Jeff Peterson in that order. We'll get ready to move on. C-Main. Top 4 out of this are going to go into the back of the B-Main. And we'll get 11 cars out of that and move them into our A-Main. Get your lineup for you right here. On the pole, going to be Brody Robe in the 20, the 46 of Dalton McKinney on his outside. Row 2 is going to be Stephen Bowers, the 77 on the outside. The 18 car, Chris Lloyd. Jacob Schmutz, the 10 car on the inside of row 3 with Jeff Peterson, the 003 on his outside. Jake Nightingale, the 03 car inside row 4 with Corey Sibley in the 999 on his outside. And in the back row, going to be Tanner Lennox in the 14 car all by himself. And right now, I am not seeing the 18 car in the field, so it looks like we're going to have 8 cars running for 4 spots. That can't be right. Everybody out of the B will transfer to the A for sure tonight. And these guys will get our 50 green flag laps in our feature. Greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. These guys trying to keep this series going for everybody. We know it's not easy not having racing, so trying to give you guys as much as we possibly can. The NCRA guys helping out a lot with that, but the C main is underway. Green flag in the air. Brody Robe out in front as they head to turn 1. Dalton McKinney took it straight to the top side. He's going to try to get that momentum line going, see if he can get the lead here. Robe McKinney, Jeff Peterson, Steve Bowers. Ooh, tiny little out of shape there for Peterson. He's going to let 2-3 cars go. Sibley, Bowers, Lennox all get by. Now, Sibley and Lennox a little bit of contact on the high side as Sibley got out of shape up by the wall. Jacob Schmutz, the 10 car, now works his way into the 4th position in front of Corey Sibley. Then Tanner Lennox, Jake Nightingale, Jeff Peterson back here running in the A spot. But Brody Robe, half a second over Dalton McKinney, and he's going to the bottom side, trying to keep the 20 car down low. 46 car. McKinney really riding high on the cushion, getting a lot of momentum on the exit of the corners, and he is closing the gap quickly. Might be a drag race this time out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Robe got good drive off the bottom and squirts out to about 1 full car length in front of McKinney. Bowers is now worked into 3rd. Schmutz is in the 4th spot. Tanner Lennox, Corey Sibley. Caution. Tanner Lennox's car. Oh, and Jacob Schmutz's car flipping down the backstretch. These 3 cars out of turn 2 look like they're going to get 3 wide right there. Contact. Yeah. Schmutz up the hill just a little with the right rear, and he got into the left front of Tanner Lennox right there. And that'll never let your day end well. So halfway in our C main. 6 down, 6 to go when they get the green back. The lights still on the pace truck. Well, hello, Cody Kelly. Some words of wisdom there, Darren West. You forewarning someone? The guys out here having a good time, filling in the gap between you know, by the time they get to go racing and just keeping themselves kind of sharp for what they're going to have to go do when they do get to go back to racing. Hopefully that's going to be soon. I know they were talking about the governor of Kansas maybe lifting some things in phase 2 and maybe letting them get at it towards the end of the month or the 1st of June. And it'd just be good to have more cars on the track, more tracks open around the country. Won't have to sit and watch it on pay-per-view. And I am totally ready for that. All right, about to go back to green right here. 6 down, 6 to go. Pace truck heading into the infield. Green flag back in the air. Brody Robe maintaining the lead here, but McKinney still keeping the pressure on the 46 car. Steadily working that top side. Oh, he got close, then he found the outside fence with the right rear corner of the car. That's going to allow Robe to run the bottom and get the lead. Robe, McKinney, and Bowers, 1, 2, 3. Nightingale, the 03 car, started dead on the field. Now he's up in the top 4. Tanner Lennox running in the 5th spot. Got a little contact with Nightingale right there. Lennox able to keep it straight. He's going to settle into 5th with 4 laps to go. Dalton McKinney around the high side. He's got the lead away from Robe. Move Brody Robe back to 2nd now. Big drive down the backstretch for McKinney. Bowers still in 3rd. Lennox and Nightingale fighting over 4th. Looks like the top 3 are starting to spread themselves out a little bit, and the battle is going to be for 4th right here. But Lennox now, he's gotten around Nightingale, and he is closing in on Bowers. Will be 2 to go out of 4 this time. Brody Robe now trying to make a battle out of it for the win in the C-Main again. Got into the slick in 1 and 2, and that allowed McKinney to squirt away from him by about 7 car lengths. Bowers hanging on to that 3rd spot, but Lennox is pressuring him. White flag in the air. One more round around. C-Main will have come to a close. McKinney, 0.7 of a second. He's going to win this pretty easily. Bowers got way out of shape out of 2, and Lennox rockets by on the outside. It's going to be McKinney, Robe, Lennox, Bowers, then Nightingale, Sibley, Peterson, and Schmutz. In that order, we'll get ready to move on to our B main. Everybody in the B main directly going to our feature tonight. And there's going to be 50 laps on the board. All right, on the pole, going to be the 151 of Dusty Weigert on his outside. The 007, Fields. James Fields is the name. 37 of Dakota Dale inside row number 2. Larry Moody, the 73 on the outside. Josh Lennerman inside of a row number 3 in the 4 car on his outside. Kirby Robe in the 1. Dalton McKinney, winner of the C-Main, inside a row number 4 with Brody Robe on his outside. And on the back row, Tanner Lennox in the 14, the 77 of Stephen Bowers. Everybody's going into the feature race. These guys just racing for their starting spot into that feature race. They're going to have 14 laps. Good show thus far. Only a couple of cautions. These guys are racing very smart, very clean out here. Pam wants, are you a Robe fan? If you went to Meeker, you saw Chris Kratzer down there. He was down there last weekend, Cody. He didn't tell me he was going, or I would have went and come and hung out or whatever. But we're thinking about making this a full-time series here. We'll see what these guys want to do as their racing seasons all get started. But right now, Chris and I are working on that. But B-Main is underway. Dusty Weigert straight out to the front. When Jacob Fields working the high side, I think he was paying attention. The 46 car in the C-Main, and he saw what he did on the top side to pick up the win. McKinney back there running in about 5th already. Dalton McKinney started deep in the field, and he's gone around the inside now, and he's picking up spots left and right. He came in from the C-Main playing the Alphabet Soup game tonight. But McKinney all the way up to 5th. Kirby Robe right in front of him, the 1 car. Larry Moody, the 73, in front of that. Dusty Weigert now runs in second as Jacob Fields used the high side in 007. Out in front, got way out of shape out of turn 2. We'll see what happens down here in turn 3. You had to really be careful. Tiptoe getting in the corner. That'll allow Dusty Weigert to take the 151 machine and move it right around the high side and take the lead. Larry Moody runs in the 3rd spot. Robe still 4th, and McKinney is there putting pressure on Robe. This is a pretty good battle shaping up here for 4th spot. Remember, all these cars transferring through to our A main tonight. They're just racing for their final starting position in that 50-lap feature. A little bit of contact. Moody and Weigert. Now Larry Moody, the 73 car, trying to assert himself and get the lead here in 3 and 4. We'll see who's got it at the line. It looks like Moody's worked his way to the lead. Now Fields and Weigert side by side for second. Here comes McKinney. Tried a little bit of a slide job on Robe. Robe found the fence going into 3, and that's going to allow McKinney to stay pretty even there. Here comes Lannerman. He's going to get in the mix. Top 6 cars in a wad right here. Moody, Fields, Weigert, Robe, McKinney, Lannerman. 2 by 2 behind the leader. Weigert and Fields really putting on a good show, staying side by side. Go on board. Ride with Kirby Robe. See what he's seeing. He's now worked his way around the top side, and he is in the 3rd position. Put the right rear into the outside fence. He's got company on the inside. Jacob Fields still putting his nose in there. Good run down the backstretch, it looks like. He's going to try to pull on the outside of Dusty Weigert. Well, a little out of shape, and Weigert's going to get away. Track gets slick. It starts to get wide, but it also starts to get treacherous around the top side. Back in a wad here. Robe, Fields, Weigert, McKinney. 3 and 4 wide right there. Lannerman right behind these guys. It's going to be 3 to go out of 4 this time. Larry Moody now 1.2 seconds ahead of these guys. It's a great battle here in the B main. If this is any kind of indication of what we're going to see in this feature race, it's going to be a fantastic race to sit and watch. Make sure you get your beer and your popcorn ready. 2 to go this time. Moody, and now Robe has worked his way cleanly into second. Now Fields, McKinney, Weigert, and Lannerman are all battling 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. These guys staying 2 and 3 wide most of the time back here. A white flag will be coming out this time by Joshua Lannerman. Worked his way around the high side of Weigert. Now Fields finds the fence in 4, and they're 3 wide on the exit of it. Oh, a little contact. Lannerman and Weigert. Weigert get the worst end of that deal. He's going to have to deal with Tanner Lennox now. Checkered flag coming out. Larry Moody's going to win the B main. Kirby Robe's going to finish second. Dalton McKinney in 3rd. Josh Fields, Josh Lannerman, Tanner Lennox, Brody Robe, Stephen Bowers. Dakota Dale's car out of shape back here in 3 and 4. And then Dusty Weigert, maybe with a little bit of a broken machine, he's going to round out the field. Weigert was up there battling really hard for the top 3 or 4 spots. All right, drivers, going to have a few minutes of warm-up time here. What we're going to do real quick, do a little advertising. So enjoy this, please.
Got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got blues like Haggard. You can find find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt to drink. Hey, let me hear you sing that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star.
All right, a big thank you to Tim Nichols over at Tim Sims. Great supporter of the Dirt Racing Network. Sim racing, dirt racing, whatever the case may be. If you got an event coming up, like to have simulators brought out, make sure that you go back, watch this over again, take down that information, and call Tim. Sure, he'd be glad to help you out. But I think the guys are getting ready to advance the session, get ready to go to our feature. 50 laps for us tonight. All right, 19 cars ready to do battle. And if that C main and B main were any indication of what we're going to see, it is going to be a battle. It is going to be a lot of fun out here tonight. Let's run down your starting lineup. On the pole, a little Hurricane, the 001, Mason Hannigan on his outside, the 91 car, Ernie Williams. Row 2 on the inside, John Batista, 54 on his outside, Ricky Bonham in the 34 car. 02 of Clint McFadden inside of row number 3 on his outside, the 98 of Peyton Phillips. Nathan Davis is 36 inside row 4. Chris Kratzer, the 155 on his outside. 24 Trevor Royer inside of row 5. Larry Moody, the 73, won the B main. He's going to start in the 10th position. Row 6 inside, the 1 car, Kirby Robe on the outside, the 46 of Dalton McKinney. In the 7th row on the inside, the 007 of Jake Fields, and on his outside, Joshua Lannerman in the 4 car. 8th row on the inside, Tanner Lennox, the 14, outside, the 20 of Brody Robe. Row 9 on the inside, the 77, Stephen Bowers. Dakota Dale in the 37 on his outside. And on the back, the 151 of Dusty Weigert. So 50 laps on the board. Track definitely racy and definitely widening out. We will see multiple grooves. I am sure we're going to see 2 and 3 wide racing. Don't forget, Mel Hamilton Ford put up the $100 gift card for the winner. 2M Motorsports, $50 to second place. And Wichita Tire and Alignment put up $25 in cash to third place. And the Dirt Racing Network has prize packs for the 4th and 5th place finishers. But the lights are off on the pace truck. They're getting ready to head to the infield. And we are going to get ready to go green for 50 laps right here. Eldora Speedway. Just under a half mile, high banks, high speed.
Green.
Big wide track, green flag in the air. NCRA modifieds are underway. Watch the 34 car. Ricky Bonham made a statement in his heat race. Split between cars, took the lead and never looked back. 1 lap down, Hannigan, Williams, Batista, Bonham, McFadden, your top 4. Clint McFadden down on the inside, hugging the inside wall, 3 wide down the backstretch. He is going to sail it off in on the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Ernie Williams found the fence. Now they're almost 4 wide out of turn 4. Very close, very tight racing, and nobody getting into one another. This is going to be good. Single file line on the top. Top 3, almost top 4. McFadden now working the bottom. He is battling Bonham for that 4th spot. Watching him come off the bottom. He and Ricky Bonham side by side. Williams, the 91, still out of shape. He's finding the fence every chance he can find it. Can't make the track any wider, and that time Bonham put the nose piece in there underneath him, moved him a little bit. Everybody keeping the car straight. Nobody sideways or backwards. Big gaggle back here from about 10th on back. 36 car of Davis, 155 of Kratzer. Kratzer's now sideways. That triggers the caution. Oh, bunch of cars out of shape. We'll get a look at Chris Kratzer's car real quick. Well, we'll try real hard. Like I said, there was a little contact in 3 and 4 that time. They survived 1 and 2. And then he and Nathan Davis touch a little bit. Larry Moody gets into him, turns him sideways. He's okay. And he tried to go, he tried to save the car. Really didn't do anything wrong there. And he found Stephen Bowers. Doesn't look like anybody's damaged. Everybody's going to be able to continue. But it's Hannigan, Batista, McFadden, Williams, Bonham, Royer, Phillips, Kratzer, and Davis. Your top 9, Kirby Robe is 10th. Dalton McKinney 11th. Josh Lenderman is 12th. Stephen Bowers 13th. Tanner Lennox 14th. Dakota Dale 15th. Brody Robe 16th. Larry Moody 17th. Jacob Fields 18th. And Dusty Weigert in 19th. Cars getting lined up 2 by 2. Couple of wave around cars to get them back on the lead lap. Pace truck headed in. 45 laps still to go. Hannigan got on the throttle, and he's going to try to hang on to the lead. McFadden got a great start on the inside of that second row, and he's going to come out of turn 2 in second place. 3 wide, though. Bonham now shoots to the top side. He takes over the spot, and he is right in the tire tracks of Mason Hannigan. Ricky Bonham giving chase. Bonham up against the outside. Got the car into the fence just a little. Now he's back in a 3-wide battle. Batista's on the inside. McFadden's on the bottom. Williams sticks his nose in it. Big gaggle of cars right here. Down through 1 and 2. A little bit of contact. Somebody bumped the inside wall. Didn't affect anything. You can see they're fanned out 4 and 5 wide. Bonham is still second. Now Batista into third. McFadden is fourth. Davis has slid up to fifth. Chris Kratzer involved in that little bit of contact earlier. He runs here in the 6th spot, the 155 car. These guys staying 2, 3, and 4 wide. Contact, Kratzer and Davis, no harm, no foul. These guys really battling hard. That's inside the top 7. Trevor Royer runs 6th. Davis is 7th. Now Kratzer falls back to 8 on the slide job. Hannigan and Bonham about half a second between them, and Bonham's finding the fence. He's going to give up a spot to John Batista right there. Clint McFadden right behind him. Ernie Williams is in 5th, and then we're back to the battle with Davis, Royer, Kratzer, McKinney, that's 9th. Kirby Robe in 10th. Jacob Fields right behind him in the 11th spot, the 007 car. Check the battle at the front. Batista's closing in. Bonham now. Maybe a little bit of damage on the right rear, and that car not quite driving the same as it was a little bit ago. McFadden is falling back. That gives Ernie Williams a chance to get on the high side. Nathan Davis in 6th. Trevor Royer 7th. Be nice if I could have some of those too, Tony Bowmaker. If you get some, bring me some, will you? Watching a battle right here. 6th, 7th, 8th. Royer, McKinney, Fields. Hannigan's still out in front. Batista's second. Batista's closed right in on the 001 car. Ricky Bonham trying to close the gap back up. 16 down this time, 34 to go. Williams still runs fourth. McFadden, though, he's trying to come forward. Now Nathan Davis, slide job, and McFadden puts the bumper to him. Both cars get straightened out, but they had to slow down to do it, and that's going to allow Royer, Fields, and McKinney to make up ground. Now it's about a 5-car battle. Oh, big contact, and Royer and McFadden are going around. So did McKinney, but McKinney able to get the car turned back. So we'll go real quickly and we'll take a look. Clinton McFadden here. I know he and Trevor Royer came together out of the exit of turn 4. Here's the slide job from Nathan Davis on him, and McFadden got into the fence and he just kept the car going. Kind of helped push Davis back to straight, but that allowed the rest of these guys to close that gap. Then McFadden went up. He got a little bit of fence, and when he pulled it down, Royer was already on the inside. Wasn't much he could do. Kratzer gets into the middle of it as well. Excuse me. Does anybody know if drinking Corona will help prevent Corona? I don't know. Maybe that's what I need. 18 down, 32 to go. Lights still on the pace trucks. We're going to get at least one more pace lap. We're going to start forming these guys back up. 2 by 2. 18 cars still on the track. Larry Moody, the only retiree. Multiple laps are down. Hannigan, Batista, Bonham, Williams, Davis, Fields, Robe, Phillips, McKinney, Lennerman, and Lennox. The top 10 right now. Well, Chris Lamb, all about it. If Tony finds the cheese fries, that sounds like a good combo to me. The green flag back in the air. We are underway once again. Bonham goes for the slide job, 2 for 1. Couldn't make it stick. Hannigan goes back by. So does Batista. Here comes Ernie Williams on the inside. A little bit of a checkup getting into 3. That allows Williams to get by. Also allows Nathan Davis to get by on the bottom. Now Bonham is back to 4th, and he's battling for that. 36 car Davis on the inside. 34 car Bonham. Bonham big drive through 1 and 2. 2 for 1. That time by move Ricky Bonham back to 3rd. Single file line to the top 5 out of turn 4. Hannigan, Batista, Bonham, Williams, Fields. 20 down, 30 to go. Not quite to halfway yet. Davis runs 6th. Phillips is 7th. Kirby Robe in the A spot. Josh Lennerman is 9th, and Dalton McKinney is battling him for that spot. Tanner Lennox sticks his nose up the inside right there of Lennerman. He takes another spot away. Move Lennox to 10th. Clint McFadden trying to work his way back around on the bottom after an early spin. He's back up to 12th. Got the 2 cars stuck on the bottom. Trying to make up ground. Battles still at the front. Now Hannigan gets into the fence. That allows Batista to get alongside. New leader. 54 car of Batista. Bonham closes in. Bonham may take a shot at the 001 car. Jacob Fields closes in. He's moved into 4th around Ernie Williams. Bonham finds the fence on the exit of 2. That allows Fields to go by. So Batista, Hannigan, Fields, then Bonham, Williams, Davis, Phillips, Robe, McKinney, and Lennox, the top 10. Halfway next time by. Batista Stretched the lead out quite a ways. Field goes around the top side of Hannigan. He's got second. Williams now up to the top side. Ricky Bonham slid back to fifth. See if Bonham can do something in the closing laps. He's got half a race to go. '34 car just very loose near the exit of each end of the track. Caution one more time. That might be Tanner Lennox. Oh, Lennox crawled the wall, rolls the car, rolls it back over on all fours, stomped on the gas, and only thing he did was slow down long enough to make sure all four tires weren't flat. All right, let things sort out just a little bit here. We'll make sure these guys are all in their proper order. I do believe that John Batista is still our leader. Jacob Fields, Ernie Williams, Mason Hannigan, Ricky Bonham, your top 5. Nathan Davis, Peyton Phillips, Kirby Robe, Dalton McKinney, Clint McFadden, the top 10. Josh Lannerman, Trevor Royer, Brody Robe, Dusty Weigert, and Dakota Dale, 11 through 15. Tanner Lennox, Chris Kratzer, and Steve Bowers, the remaining cars in the field. Just past the halfway point. Track starting to become very slick. Multiple grooves out there now. The top side may be getting a little bit treacherous, especially in turns 1 and 2. Seen several cars find the fence there. Corona proof. Well, I should be. But it's always worth a shot to, see if that's what really works or not. Guys are back on the throttle. Ricky Bonham made a great move there, and he is going to try to do that slide job again. Oh, he finds the left front fender on the 54 car. A lot of contact. Here comes another caution is Batista, and I believe that might be Mason Hannigan. After everybody got just a little bit out of shape there. Bonham comes across to everybody's nose, a little bit of contact, but everybody able to continue right there. And then pandemonium right here when Bonham got a little loose off too. He and Batista get together. Batista and Hannigan then get together, and just like that. 54 car John Batista in the infield. We're going to set the field here in just a second for you. As soon as everybody gets past start, finish line, timing, and scoring. Clint McFadden's car I saw head to the infield just now. To machine. Probably going to go in and have him look at something. Maybe he's got something a little bit on the bent side. Yeah. You remember that one? Gosh, Cody, you were bringing up the past, buddy. I remember when I used to say that. Hadn't thought about that phrase in a really, really long time. Jacob Fields, Ernie Williams, Ricky Bonham, Peyton Phillips, Dalton McKinney, Kirby Robe, Joshua Lennerman, Tyler Lennox, Dakota Dale, and Steve Bowers, now our top 10. Getting ready to go back to green the next time out of turn 4. 23 laps still to go. Eldora is proving to be Eldora. Slick, fast, and nasty, and things can happen in a hurry. Peaches. I hadn't thought about the Harry Peaches move in a long time.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air, and Fields did not get a good start. And he kind of checks the whole field up, and that's going to be 4 wide down into 1 and 2. Very, very treacherous on the exit of 2. Everybody looks like they're going to survive. I saw Robe get a little bit into the fence. Now he does it again down in turn 3. Peyton Phillips is working around the high side. He and Ricky Bonham trading a lot of paint right now. Here comes Phillips dealing with a 91 car of Ernie Williams. He's trying to take second. He's in third. Bonham is fourth. Tanner Lennox now up to 5th. Dalton McKinney, great drive for McKinney tonight. Came from the C main. He is running 6th in your feature race right now. Trevor Royer, the 24 car, on his outside. They are 2 wide, 2 deep behind Bonham in 3rd. And contact there, Royer and Phillips. Everybody gets away safely. 20 laps to go. Still Fields in front of Williams. Bonham runs 3rd, but everybody is chasing him down. Peyton Phillips got out of shape, got into Lennox. That slowed them both down. Bonham finds the fence in 3 and 4, and that's going to let Dalton McKinney in the 46 car get inside the top 3. Lennox trying to follow. Bonham puts it back between the two. He's between McKinney and Lennox now. Now goes for the slide job in 3 and 4. Put Bonham in 3rd at the line, but McKinney working his way back. 46 car slides across the nose. Now he's going to give up the spot. Little bit of contact, and I don't know how they're going to score that. Not Hannigan, is it? Oh, no, the 1 car. Kirby Robe. What happened to Kirby? Looks like McFadden and Landerman got together in front of him, and he really kind of had nowhere to go. Got down there and got into those guys. Got sideways with company coming, and that'll trigger a caution every time. Track is slick for sure. Yeah, these guys are mixing it up pretty good, 4 and 5 wide, and they're not scared to get it in there. All right, Ernie Williams, Ricky Bonham, Dalton McKinney, Tanner Lennox, Chris Kratzer now inside the top 5. Nathan Davis 6th, Peyton Phillips, Clint McFadden, Josh Lenderman, Trevor Royer in the top 10, and then it's Stephen Bowers, Brody Robe, Dusty Weigert, Dakota Dale, Jacob Fields, Mason Hannigan, Kirby Robe. 17 cars still on the track. Everybody still on the lead lap. As the guys get ready to set up for 2 wide, that means green out of turn 4, 17 laps to go. Appreciate everybody tuning in, staying with us. It's been one heck of an exciting race. Stay here till the end. We're going to talk to the top 3 when we get all done. But the green flag is about to be back in the air. NCRA Modifieds back underway. 17 laps to go. Williams leading them down into 1 and 2. McKinney now slides into 2nd. He and Bottom going to get locked in that slider battle. There's Chris Kratzer, the 155 machine. Right along the bottom, he got good drive there out of 4. Everybody now battling for the lead. Williams gets shuffled back. Bonham goes 2 for 1. Couldn't make it stick. Both cars go right back underneath him, but Dalton McKinney, all right, now the king of the alphabet soup. He leads the feature race. Caution, and I think that might have been Bonham. Well, maybe not. Bonham has worked his way. He held the car back up into 4th. We'll see if we can figure out who that was. I know who's missing from the equation now. Let's see where that car is at. Nope, Dusty Weigert is there. I do not know who brought out that caution because everybody's facing the right way. We'll take a look at these 2 guys back here. Dakota Dale and Brody Robe, and neither one of them are out of shape. But the caution was out. This must have happened right behind them. So, phantom caution. We may never know who it was for. It looks like Dusty Weigert has moved his car to the back of the line here, so he is going to line up in behind Kirby Robe, right in front of the 001 of Mason Hannigan, or right behind him as well. So Dalton McKinney from the C main through the B main all the way to leading the feature race. and definitely the king of the alphabet soup right now. He leads Ernie Williams, Ricky Bonham, Chris Kratzer, Tyler Lennox, Nathan Davis, Trevor Royer, Josh Landerman, Clint McFadden, and Peyton Phillips, the top 10. Yeah, debris caution or the flag man needed a hot dog. I don't know which, Darren. All right, pace truck is in. 15 laps to go. Back to racing, and that time a good start off the front. Bonham still trying to throw those haymaker sliders on the restarts. Didn't get it done that time, and that's going to let Kratzer get by on the inside into third. Now he battles Ernie Williams. The 91 car, Kratzer down on the bottom, Williams in the middle. McKinney was on the top. McKinney led the last lap. Good battle at the front. 3 wide, and they have stayed 3 wide. Here comes Bonham. Bonham works around the 91 car. And now Kratzer's going for the lead. He's got it out of turn 4. Chris Kratzer to the front. Ernie Williams was second. Ricky Bonham made a little contact. He's going to get shoved and pushed around. And the 34 car was in there battling hard. Tight, close quarters racing. We're watching him right here out of turn 4. He comes down, got a little bit of contact with the 91, slid the car up, got into McFadden just a little bit, or I'm sorry, McKinney just a little bit right there. Gets the car turned around. Not too bad, just a little bit of bent sheet metal. He'll have to go back, regroup. He's still got about 12 laps. We'll see what he can make up. You know, I would agree with you completely there, Mr. Furman. Every restart, it seemed like he went down into one and he tried to go, well, straight slider, 2 for 1. So several cars rolling it off a pit road right now, trying to get back into the field. Mr. Bonham gets the car fixed. He is going to roll himself back out there. The man on the point, new admin for the series, took over those duties tonight. 55 car of Chris Kratzer, Wichita Tire and Alignment Machine. He's going to have Ernie Williams, Dalton McKinney, Nathan Davis, Trevor Royer, Tyler Lennox, Clint McFadden, Joshua Leonardman, Steve Bowers, all there in the top 10 with him. The drive of the night definitely is going to Dalton McKinney right now. He started in the C main, worked his way into the B, worked his way out of the B into the feature, started deep in this field, and he has brought himself up to the front, led this thing a couple of laps ago. See what is left. It has been a dogfight at the front. It doesn't look like that is bound to stop anytime soon. Green flag back in the air. 12 laps to go. Good start from the front row. They were pretty even, and Williams is going to use the high side in the momentum. He's probably going to get the lead out of 2, and he's got it by a car length. And Nathan Davis now hustling the high side, trying to work the cushion, the 36 car. Coming alive around the top. He gets into the 91 down the front stretch. Williams tried to slam the door. McKinney now through the middle. He's got his nose on the inside of the 36. That goes away quickly. Kratzer had it there. Went away for him, too. Here comes the slide job. Backs it down, gives Williams a chance to keep the car under him, and Williams leads again. Davis second, McKinney third, Kratzer fourth, Lennox now fifth. Lennox just gives up a spot to the 001 car who went way top shelf that time, and he took fifth away. Caution behind the field. 37 car of Dakota Dale. Backwards out of turn 2. He had Phillips on the inside and Robe on the outside. A whole bunch of contact there. He gets spun around. Caution back on the speedway. Williams, Davis, McKinney, Kratzer, Hannigan, your top 5. These guys are going to form it back up. Lennox, McFadden, Landerman, Fields, Royer, and Kirby Robe. Brody Robe, Peyton Phillips, Ricky Bonham, Dusty Weigert, Dakota Dale, and Stephen Bowers. In that order, with about 9 laps to go. One more lap around behind the pace truck. I wish I had the full list, but I did not get copy tonight. I do know Mel Hamilton Ford, 2M Motorsports, Wichita Tire and Alignment, Dirt Racing Network, all sponsors for this race. I know there's some other people, and I'm sorry that I do not have the copy to get everybody's names out there, but all the support for this series has been fantastic. We really appreciate Melissa and NCRA and everybody allowing the NCRA to be the sponsor or be the official series for this with all the sponsors, and it's been great. And like I said, Mr. Kratzer and I are going to try to keep this thing going for a while, so we'll see how that goes. But they got 9 laps to go in the 50-lap feature from the Eldora Speedway. NCRA Modifieds back underway, and Williams got a rocket start right there, and he's got 5 car lengths when they headed into 1 and 2. Going to have breathing room for a minute. No breathing room from third on back. Kratzer on the top. McKinney was in the middle. Hannigan was on the bottom. And they were 3 wide down the backstretch. Now starting to shuffle it out just a little bit. Williams, Davis, Kratzer, 1, 2, 3, and they're in single file line now through 4th position. McKinney sits in the 4th spot. Hannigan in 5th. Fields is 6th. Tanner Lennox, in the 7th spot. Royer, Lannerman, and Peyton Phillips in the top 10. I saw McKinney's car get sideways. Dalton McKinney got way sideways. He has fallen back quickly through the field. He's all the way back to 8th. Oh, Nathan Davis's car. Let's go see what happened here. 36 car. Running second. Down into the corner. Williams slowed, and then Kratzer nowhere to go, and he ends up turning the 36. Nothing Kratzer could do, both the 91 and the 36. Slowed right there at the exit of turn 2, so that'll move the 36 car back through the field a ways. A lot slick, a little sloppy here towards the end, but these guys are going to make it on through. Guys, don't forget tomorrow night, Mike Peterson will be back in the booth here at the Dirt Racing Network. He and K.R. Stolfus together will be calling the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. They head to the famed Williams Grove Speedway for round number 2 of season number 5. And those guys racing for what could be an estimated $4,500 at the end of the season. Tune in for that. And then Friday night, Flat Out Sim Series again from Williams Grove. That is a bunch of the Williams Grove regulars in the Flat Out Sim Series. They go at 8:30 Eastern. Tomorrow night is at 8 Eastern. A lot of racing on the Dirt Racing Network right now, and it is good to get any kind of racing in because this lockdown situation kind of sucks and we don't get to do much. 6 laps to go right here. Ernie Williams back on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Chris Kratzer running second. Jacob Fields is third. Kratzer moved the car down about a car width right there, and he got a pretty good run and caution way towards the back of the field. I think it's the 24 car of Trevor Royer maybe might in this one. It looks like he fell through the field pretty quickly. Went down to turn 1. Got a little bit of help. Joshua Lannerman got hooked on the back end of that car. Helped give him the old 360 shove. So we'll get them re-racked, and then we'll have 5 to go when we go back to green. Not much changed at the front. Williams, Kratzer, Fields, Hannigan, McKinney, Lennox, Phillips, Robe, McFadden, and Lanterman, your top 10 right now. Into the closing laps of this one. Chris Kratzer, the Rocket Man. Can he do something with the 91 car out in front? Pick up the victory here tonight. We know the highest finishing NCRA driver is going to pick up that $100 gift card from Mel Hamilton Ford. The next highest finisher is going to pick up the $50 gift card from 2M Motorsports and Wichita Tire and Alignment, putting up the $25 cash for the third highest finishing NCRA regular guy. It looks like we're about to go green with 5 to go. Williams getting ready to get on the throttle. Kratzer creeping in on him. Throttles down. Green flag out. Good run through 1 and 2 for Williams. He's going to hang on to the lead at least through the exit of 2. It looks like Kratzer's hanging on to second, but Jacob Fields trying to work his way in there. Williams gets into the fence. Now Kratzer up beside all 3 cars side by side. Going to be a little bit of a shuffle here towards the front. Kratzer trying to hang on. He's got it in front of Hannigan. He sits third as Fields got around him on the bottom side. 007 into the second spot. Ernie Williams hanging on to the lead out in front. 3 laps to go this time by. Still Williams, Fields, Kratzer. Here comes Hannigan and McKinney. McKinney on the inside of Hannigan. McKinney from the C main now trying to find one of the top 3 spots, get on the podium. Got to pass the 2 cars in front of him. Kratzer goes back around Fields. Hannigan gets around Fields. So Kratzer now second. Hannigan in third. White flag coming out this time. Kratzer around the top side. Ernie Williams 1.5 seconds out in front. Kratzer hanging on to second. Hannigan running in third. McKinney in fourth. Out of turn 4. Checkered flag in the air. Ernie Williams going to pick up the win tonight. Chris Kratzer comes home second. Mason Hannigan, then Dalton McKinney and Jacob Fields. Good run by these guys. I know what I want to do first. I'm going to wait for the top 3. I'm going to get Williams moved up. I am going to get the Rocket Man moved in there. And I will get Mason Hannigan in there. But I know what I want to do first. I want to talk to somebody that had the drive of the night. Dalton McKinney, are you there? Can you unmute your microphone for me, sir?
Yeah, how's it going?
Man, you had the drive of the night, brother. You started in the C main. You took the lead there in the feature, worked your way through the alphabet soup, and you came home 4th tonight. I know I usually talk to the top 3, but in this instance, I got to congratulate you on what is a fantastic run for the night, man. Talk to me about this racing out here and how tough it was.
Yeah, it was real tough. I didn't get to qualify, or I didn't get my heat race as good as I wanted because in the first lap I had some contact and messed up the steering. So I limped into a 6th place finish, and when I saw I was in the C main, started outside front row, I just wanted to get out front and win it, and then everyone came out of the B main and just kept my nose clean in the feature. I hated to see some of them cautions there at the end. If they could have felt just a little bit different, I think I could have been out front. Once you got shuffled back a few spots, it was hard to get back up there. But it was a lot of fun racing with these guys, and I look forward to doing it again.
I know for sure you're picking up one of the prize packs from here at the Dirt Racing Network we gave to Mr. Kratzer. So, man, enjoy that. Thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you maybe next week.
Yeah, for sure. Really appreciate that. And you guys do awesome broadcasts, and us drivers really appreciate it as well. So thank you for that.
All right, man. We look forward to seeing you, buddy. Good job.
Thanks.
I had to talk to that guy because that was the drive of the night guy by far. He started in the C main, worked his way all the way up there, and it was just something you got to do. You got to talk to the guy that makes the drive of the night. Let's get third place in here. We'll grab the Tropical Depression. Mason Hannigan, you got a copy on me, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Good run for you tonight here with the NCRA Modified guys, man. Talk to us about this group, the fun racing out there, and coming home third.
It's probably like my third time in a modified, and I really couldn't tell you what I was doing out there. And I actually figured it out in hot laps, and then I was rolling pretty good there in heat race, and I had a pretty good race all night early. It was a lot of fun.
2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 wide. We don't get to see that very much with the sprint cars because those guys, you guys can't make a whole lot of contact there because it really ends badly. But in here, a little bumping, a little beating, a little banging, something you're not quite used to. How much effect did that have on the way that you were going to drive the car?
A little bit. I mean, you could run the top, and it definitely have a lot of give. And with the sprint car, it really doesn't have a lot of give, so I could just really throw it up there. And I really wasn't trying to wall ride, if anyone thought I was, but I was just kind of getting it at the top. And sometimes I'd get in there a little too hot, and I'd smoke one. But 3 and 4, I could just hit it perfect and wanted to. I just really couldn't figure it out. So there at the end, once the cushion got bigger, I could hit it a lot better.
All right, man. Who helped you get it done out here, and we'll let you go celebrate a great podium finish.
Black Diamond Motorsports, fun night with them guys. UDTV, for broadcasting it and putting this league on.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you probably tomorrow night.
Yep.
All right, third place finisher, Mason Hannigan. Now we'll get the man in here. He takes over the series, comes out here tonight at Eldora, and puts on a show. He came home in the second position tonight. Chris Kratzer, you there?
Hey, Roger, I'm here, buddy.
Man, what a run for you tonight. You battled. You had the lead. A little bit of late race cautions there. You end up coming home second, man. Talk to us about the track and the changes it went through and all the great racing that was going on out there tonight.
Man, it was. The track got really slick, and, when guys are on the top fighting for it, sometimes they'll bang off of each other and slow down, so I went to the bottom there. And after I got the lead, I probably should have went to the top, but you kind of got to protect that so nobody slides you. But, man, we got in trouble there early in the race, got shuffled to the back, had to go in and get a quick fix. And, I'm happy with that. It was a lot of fun. Big thanks to Chevy Coleman for starting this deal. And it's been a lot of fun, and we hope to keep it going and grow it as we go week to week.
Well, you had some new guys in tonight, and, they raced hard with everybody. And, one of the regulars didn't pick up the win tonight, but you are the highest finishing guy, so the $100 from Mel Hamilton Ford looks like it's going to go to you. Man, you take over the series tonight, and then nothing but good things are starting to happen. Is this kind of a sign of things to come for the series?
Well, I sure hope so. Like I said, I've been racing NCRA for a lot of years, and like to support it because they've always supported me, so it's a good series. And, I want to see it kept going. And, I'm just that we needed some extra cars, and you helped us out with some guys from Ohio and whatnot, and that's okay. And we'll get, more interest from our local guys as well. So we just got to, keep it going and keep growing this deal.
Well, where do you think we're headed to next week? I heard a lot of different tracks get tossed out there. Did you guys settle on anything yet?
No, we haven't. I'll kind of listen to the guys. I know some of them want to go to Lernerville, and I can't remember the other one.
Charlotte.
So yeah, we might think about that. Charlotte would be good. So would Lernerville. So we'll figure it out here pretty quick.
All right, man. Well, tell us who's on the car helping you get it done out there, and then we'll let you go do some organizing and some celebrating.
Yeah, Wichita Tire and Alignment, Charlie O'Hara and O'Hara Attorney at Law, Alan Gearns at Hooterbuilt Racing, Chrome Quarter Horses, Renegade Race Fuel, Big Corner Creative, Brandon Givens does the design. So thanks to everybody that supports us and keep the series going.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. We look forward to next week's race, no matter where it is, and congratulations on a great run.
Thanks for your help too, Roger.
No problem, buddy. All right, that was Chris Kratzer. Now we'll get in here. We'll talk to the winner. I call him the Catfish Hunter, as I know what he does in his spare time. Ernie Williams, you there?
Gotcha, sir.
All right, man. Well, you come out here for the first time with the NCRA guys. You pick up the victory, and I know there was a ton of battling going out on the track. You guys were 2, 3, and 4, man. Talk to us about how that was and how you end up on the top of the podium right here tonight.
Well, it was definitely fun. No doubt about that. As far as being on top of the podium, I had a lot of luck to do with it. Stacked the guys up about lap 38. I made it through that. I know my teammate was behind me. Nate was behind me. I know he didn't make it through. I just got to, you know what I mean? I didn't get into the wall too much. I got into it a couple times. It hurt me. I'm sure I'm caused a caution or two, you know what I mean, besides behind me. But I don't race these things that much. As a matter of fact, it's only my second time ever racing them, to be honest. So I didn't think I did bad. I figured I could get around Eldora with it. So come out here, try it, and wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. Appreciate the guys for having us.
Yeah, these guys are in there. This was round number 4, and it looks like they're talking about going to Lernerville or to Charlotte next week. So Mr. Kratzer's taking this thing over, and you battled with him there at the end, and he's one of the NCRA regulars. Been racing NCRA for a very long time. When you race with the real guys, especially when you come to their series, a little bit extra pride when you beat them, or are you really just trying to be the most careful out there and let them guys race each other more, and you just end up coming home?
Yeah, the last thing I want to do is come in here and wreck a bunch of people. I mean, that's the absolute, I almost thought about just going to the back from the start of the feature asking for an EOL, but the guys were like, no, you're doing all right. Just go ahead and race it out. So I wanted to race it out, and, yeah, the last thing I wanted to do was cause any wrecks or get any of them guys. I know this is their series, so I mean, absolutely, I wouldn't want nobody coming in there doing that to the series I run in. So I was trying to give as much respect as I can. Like I said, I was absolutely not trying to get into anybody, and I'm sure if I did get into anybody, it was pure accidental, and I'll apologize. Yeah, that's the last thing I want to do, come in here in somebody else's league, and
well, the guys,
it's not a fun race for them.
Well, these guys may try to keep this thing going. Does that mean that they're going to see you a little more often?
Yeah, the Wednesday night's pretty much open for me, so I might sneak in here so often and run with them if they'll have us again.
All right, man. Well, tell us who helps you get it done. We'll let you celebrate a great victory tonight and get ready for the big show tomorrow night with the Wicked Energy Outlaw guys.
Absolutely, yeah. I want to thank the NCRA guys for this league on, and for Kratzer for taking it over and running a few more weeks. Like I said, we hope to get another invite. We might show back up Wednesday. Black Diamond Motorsports, a bunch of us showed up, come in. Everybody looked good from the team, so I want to give a shout out to them guys. Dirt Racing Network for doing the broadcast. Tim Nichols with Tim Dirt Track Similars helps out a bunch. And hopefully next weekend or next Wednesday we can come back out and have a little bit more fun, Roger.
All right, man. Well, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Be sure you put about 4 cars in the trailer because we know how you do at Williams Grove. You like to find that outside fence a little bit every now and then. So bring the spare cars, man. We look forward to seeing you. Great win tonight. Thanks for chatting with us, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow, Roger.
Oh, I almost grabbed the wrong thing there. All right, that is going to do it for us. I am going to run down your finishing order here real quick. Ernie Williams picks up the victory. His first time out with the NCRA guys. Chris Kratzer, regular on the series, comes home second. Mason Hannigan in third. Dalton McKinney, drive of the night. Started the C main. Picks up the win there. Comes through the B main. Led the A main for just a short period of time. He comes home in fourth. Peyton Phillips was fifth. Jacob Fields was sixth. Clint McFadden in seventh. Kirby Robe eighth. Ricky Bonham 9th. Tanner Lennox came home 10th. 11th to Stephen Bowers. Nathan Davis was 12th. Brody Robe in the 13th spot. Trevor Rohrer 14th. Josh Lanternman was 15th. Dakota Dale 16th. 17th to Dusty Weigert. John Batista in 18th. And Larry Moody rounded out the field. For myself and Mike Peterson of the Dirt Racing Network, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We will be back next week. They will determine the track. We will let you know. Scott Stiles possibly back with us. I don't know. I haven't talked to him to find out what his schedule looks like next week. Hopefully he won't take my jokes too hard, and I won't get harassed too much on Facebook here in a little while. But don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. Wicked Energy Gum, a 410 Outlaw series from Williams Grove. And then Friday night, go right back to Williams Grove for the Flat Out Sim Series. The Williams Grove regulars race in that one. And then we'll start the whole thing over again on Sunday. But until then, we appreciate you tuning in, guys. Likes, shares, follows. Let your friends know where you're seeing great racing on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Until we see you again, keep it dirty, everyone. Good night.